Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me here. Today we're going to be talking mid-size haul. I don't love the word haul. I don't necessarily think it's right for me to always keep kind of buying or getting kind of new things in my wardrobe. So this is more like a what I'm loving in my wardrobe at the minute. Yes, some of it is new, but really it's not, I'm not kind of pushing haul as kind of a thing. It's just that it's an easy way for me to kind of reach you guys by putting haul in the title, because I know that that obviously search term wise is a good thing to use. But yeah, it's not necessarily that I'm kind of pushing these are all the new things. They're just things that I've probably not shown you in my wardrobe yet that I absolutely love. Also, in my last video, which was my summer capsule wardrobe video, I realized that I was really struggling to talk. I'm having some dental work at the minute, which means I had this thing in my mouth and it was really making me struggle to actually talk. I had to keep, the editing was hard work because I had to keep editing out where I had to stop and like breathe because of this thing in my mouth. So I'm not wearing it today. I already have a lisp, you guys know that. I don't need anything else inhibiting my speech. I always like to remind you guys of me, especially if you're new here. So I'm a UK size 12-14. I had a baby 19 months ago, so my body changed a lot through that process, as of course it does. I carry a lot more weight in different areas that I never did before. So that's just something I am aware of. And obviously I like to dress around that, or sometimes not, depending how I feel, and obviously I will talk you through that process when we're going through these videos. I'm also 5'6", which I think is important when you're kind of looking at me styling these items. And just so you know, I will show you these pieces, but I'm also going to style them as well, so you guys can see how they look on my body and with the size that I am and the height that I am. Also, please do like and subscribe to my channel. I'm loving doing YouTube, like it's really getting going for me and it's really exciting, and I think you guys enjoy it as well, which makes me so happy. I'm just going to quickly tell you about this outfit because I feel like I always forget to do outfits that I'm wearing. So super quickly, this top is from Manners London. I've spoken about this top before in this brand in a previous video. They create pieces that you don't have to wear a bra with, and if you are a bigger chested girl like me, I've had my baby for 13 months, so nothing stays where it's supposed to, let's just say that. These tops are amazing. Like, it has a neckline that I would never normally choose and never normally go for, because I know that I would have to wear a bra with this. I don't get on with strapless bras. I find them really uncomfortable, especially on like a day-to-day. I just can't be bothered with it, to be honest. So actually having a top where you don't have to wear a bra like this, which is really comfy, really easy to wear, I just love. And this little cardigan is vintage. It has these like really cute little hearts on, which I adore, that I picked up recently at a charity shop. Now, vintage is something I haven't got into with you guys yet, and I don't know whether it's something you would want in a video. Like, please let me know like how I find vintage. I actually love it so much that if you guys are UK based and Midlands based, or if you're going to the Midlands, in Derbyshire, Matlock Antique Centre in Derbyshire, I actually have a little unit there which I sell vintage clothing. That's how much I love it. So yeah, let me know if you ever want a video on kind of vintage, how I find it, how I style it, what the pieces I look for, then yeah, do let me know. But let's get into the what's new in my wardrobe video. So I actually have quite a few pieces from ASOS recently. I've always loved ASOS, but I kind of get into kind of phases of really loving it, and I'm definitely in my phase of really loving it at the minute. Just so you know as well, some of these pieces were bought with a gift card that was kindly gifted to me from ASOS, just to make you guys aware. Obviously everything I'll be wearing I will link below as long as it's in stock. If it's not in stock, then I will link something as similar as I possibly can. So I got this top. It's actually Topshop, and as you guys know, I really gravitate towards colour in the spring and the summer, and actually print as well, which I've definitely noticed I've started. I know this is a stripe. I don't necessarily think of a stripe as a print, but I guess it probably is a print, especially when it's as colourful as this. I'm obsessed with any kind of tie front top at the minute. This is kind of crop long sleeves as well, which is something that as a curvy girl I really gravitate towards. I love anything with long sleeve, I love anything that's cropped, and I love anything that's kind of oversized cropped. I just think it's so flattering. And if you're wearing with kind of a more voluminous trouser that's nipped in at the waist, or skirt that's nipped in at the waist, you kind of see a little bit of your waist area, and then you have this more oversized crop top on the top. It is so flattering. It draws the eye to your middle of your waist and makes your waist look absolutely tiny. And again, such a flattering thing if you're curvy, and definitely a shape and a style that I really gravitate towards. This also I think is going to look so nice like on a vacation. It did have matching shorts, but I didn't really fancy the shorts. It had matching trousers. I did fancy that, but they sold out. So I'm going to keep my eye out for those and see if I can find them. I have this in a medium, which is a UK 12 to 14, which is literally perfect for me. Obviously you can see how I will style this, but I just think this is a really lovely piece. Something as well that I've been quite conscious about when I'm buying pieces recently is kind of what are they made from. And I think it isn't, I actually forgot the account. I'll link it, Instagram account that I found, which is a lady that talks a lot about quality, and she goes into kind of stores, so like more designer stores, more high street stores, collections that they're doing, and looks at kind of the composition of the fabric, looks how well they're made. And this is 100% cotton, and to me, I'm not an expert in how well things are made. This looks really well made, and that's always positive when I'm kind of buying items, especially when they're kind of more high street, fast fashion items. I still aim for this to be in my wardrobe a long time, and I still aim for it to last. And if for not for me, I will sell it on, or I'll give it to charity, and hopefully someone else can use it again. So you want it to be a nice quality piece. So the next item is this really cute kind of cropped red cardigan, again from ASOS. I have this in a size medium. I think ASOS's mediums are always like a 12 to 14 when it's the ASOS brand, which is quite good really, because that's exactly my size. I really struggle when it's like a 10 to 12 and then a 14 to 16, because I'm literally neither of those. But a 12 to 14, I can do that. This is such a lovely cardigan. I wanted like a crop red cardigan all throughout the spring and just couldn't find the one that I wanted. There was one from a brand called & Daughter, but it was so expensive. I was just like, I just can't at the minute. I can't do this. I probably would have got enough wear out of it actually to justify the price, but in the end I'm glad I didn't, because I found this one and it's perfect. A lot of the ones I found had kind of like weird buttons, or they had like, I just didn't like the buttons, and I spoke to you before how I can be put off from an item because of the buttons. And these just have a red button, which I just find is so much nicer. It's a little bit more minimal. We're kind of not distracted by ugly buttons, and this is just a really nice cardigan. And yeah, I'll show you how I will style this. But with cardigans, I love at the minute to kind of just button up the top button or the kind of second button down. I've spoken about this in my videos before. I love then to wear a crop top and you just see kind of the central part of your stomach, which again is so flattering if you're curvy. So still on ASOS, the next item is this beautiful kind of floaty long sleeve crop top, which is very cottagecore, is that what they call it? I don't know, I'm going with that. This is a type of top that again would like to look for in a vintage item, but it's not been an item that I've been able to find. I got a really nice crop one recently, but it's a little bit tight for me, so that's going to go to my vintage store. For someone else who has a smaller bust than me, it will look beautiful on. But this one, I just thought it was really lovely because I love the shape of it. It's quite oversized, it's kind of semi-cropped, and it just looks so good with denim. And I think this type of easy top is just so lovely to kind of chuck on over whatever you're wearing. And sometimes you just need that type of top that's easy. It's a nice top and jeans. We're also experiencing not great weather here in the UK, so I'm kind of on my long sleeved top hunt anyway, and I just think this is really lovely. Obviously I'll show you how I will style it again, because this top is more oversized, it's not really cropped. I would definitely wear with something a little bit more fitted on the bottom, or maybe something a bit short, though this would actually look beautiful with denim shorts. It would also look beautiful with the boxer style shorts that I wear all the time. And as a curvy girl, I think it's just being aware of how you're styling this kind of thing. If you wear full oversized, it is going to make you look very boxy, but if you wear with something a little bit shorter or a little bit fitted on the bottom half, it just helps balance your proportions a little bit more. So the next item is something that I absolutely love, again from ASOS, but it is a brand at ASOS. I wore them home when I went to see my mum, and I think she was a little bit like, what are those? And they are these Adidas trousers. Now I've worn Adidas trousers on my Instagram recently. I actually bought those from a charity shop. Not sure they were vintage, but they were definitely obviously secondhand because they were from a charity shop and I loved them. And then I saw these on ASOS and they're more of a satiny kind of material and a wider leg, which I am so obsessed with in these trousers. I got them in a size 14. Probably could have done a 12, but actually, as I've spoken about before, being a curvy girl, I like the extra volume around my stomach and my hip area if I'm wearing a trouser where there's no compression, where I can kind of nip in the waist, and that's just way more flattering for my body type. So these are kind of like sporty, but I just love how they look. I love them with kind of an oversized crop t-shirt. I love them actually, and this is what I wore them with the other day that was on my Instagram stories, a really oversized t-shirt untucked and just went for a really full oversized look. I think that looks really cool, but it's also so comfy and so practical when you're running around after a toddler. And I'll say it again to my curvy girls, do not be worried about wearing full oversize. It really looks really good. Just be really careful with the top that you're wearing, so the t-shirt they're wearing, just make sure it really is quite oversized. There's no areas that are kind of fitting around your hips, around your bum. You just want it to kind of flow over those areas, and honestly it just looks so good. So the next item and the final item from ASOS, which is kind of on the slightly boring side, but I wanted to show you guys because we need these boring items in our wardrobes. I have the biggest obsession with red at the minute. It's probably the colour that I gravitate towards. Red and blue are probably the colours that I gravitate towards the most. Again, as I said, I'm kind of getting into my colour vibe like I always do in the spring and the summer, and sometimes I just want like one pop of colour with an outfit. Like maybe I'm wearing neutrals, I just want a really simple kind of pop of colour in the top, and this vest top kind of stood out to me on Topshop, on ASOS. I've got it in again a size medium, which is a 10 to 12, perfect for me. It's kind of that perfect kind of length where it's not fully cropped, but it's not full length, and I just think that works so well with so many outfits. And the best thing about this is you can wear a bra with it, because I ain't wearing no bra. It just doesn't work for me unless it's a type of top like this that is going to support you. This type of rib vest is not going to support me, and it's just not going to happen for me. Because this is fitted, again, as a curvy girl, I will wear something more voluminous with it. So either a voluminous maxi skirt or a pair of kind of tailored wide leg trousers, because I just think that will look so beautiful with it. The next pieces are from a brand that you guys may be not as familiar with, or you might be, but obviously ASOS is such a big brand, we kind of all know that brand, and this is What the brand. I've kind of been aware of this brand for a while now, and they very kindly sent these pieces through to me, so obviously I wanted to let you guys know that, but they're such beautiful pieces and I'm so obsessed with them, so showing them is obviously my choice, and I want to do that because I love them as much as if I'd have bought them myself. And this is a beautiful linen maxi skirt. It's more, I've kind of shown you guys really voluminous maxi skirts before, but I haven't shown you ones like this, which I'm really, really excited to do because this fit is so beautiful and actually something that I'm kind of seeing myself gravitate towards more. And honestly, it's such a beautiful skirt. I have it in a size large, which I think, I can't remember exactly, but I think it it's either a 12 or 14. It feels to me like it might be more of a 14, but I'll double check. I'll add it in the caption, so you guys know obviously what the sizing is and how it kind of looks on me. And obviously, as a reminder, I'm 5'6", so you can understand the length. And it is such a beautiful skirt. I cannot wait to wear this on vacation when we go in a couple of weeks. And actually the pieces that I chose to go with this are going to really work as a full outfit. So when I'm styling, I'll show you kind of all together, but obviously take you through these pieces as well. So the next piece is this really lovely cropped t-shirt. Now this is again from the brand What the brand, and this is on the kind of longer cropped side, like a boxy kind of style, I would say. That might be because of the size that I went for. I went for an extra large because I wanted it to fit a little bit more oversized, a little bit bigger, as I like with t-shirts. So that might be the reason why it's slightly longer on me, but I absolutely love the fit. And honestly, the quality of this t-shirt is so good. It's on the kind of thicker side, which I just love. I hate it when I order a t-shirt and it comes through and it's so thin and it just feels like it could rip. This t-shirt is beautiful, beautiful quality, and it's honestly going to look so good with everything that I have in my wardrobe. I also love styling this kind of more oversized t-shirt with the skirt that's a little on the more fitted side for maxi skirts than I usually wear, but I'm of course gravitating towards because I just think it looks so lovely on a curvy figure. The next item is the final piece from What the Brand, and I'm obsessed with it. As I said, the weather in the UK at the minute is really not great, so I've already worn this about 15 times because I genuinely need it. And this is this beautiful denim jacket. I'm not gonna do it justice until I try it on, so kind of ignore that. But you can see it here. It's such a beautiful colour. It's kind of a cropped length, which I absolutely love. I got this in a size 16 which is an XL. There we are. So that skirt's a large, so that definitely was a 14. I digress. I got this in an XL because I always like to size up my jackets. I just think it looks a little bit more premium, kind of sizing up in your clothes. I think it just gives you kind of a little bit more of an edge, and it's also comfy. So that is why I always do that in my jackets. This again is beautiful quality. It just feels like lovely denim. It feels so lovely when you have it on. It looks so nice with the outfit, the full outfit that I've had from What the Brand, which I'll obviously show you. And I'm going to be wearing this for years to come because it's such a beautiful jacket. So I have one piece from Mango that I want to show you. I'm actually quite obsessed with Mango at the minute. I think they've got some beautiful pieces. Again, the girl where I was watching a video about quality doesn't always seem to suggest that it's the best quality. So I think you've got to be kind of careful when you're buying pieces from there. But this piece I think is really lovely. It's more on the expensive side for them, I guess. This was £50, which for a shirt and it being from Mango does seem quite a lot, but I just really love this, and I feel like this is a shirt I'm going to wear for a very long time. So to me it felt worth it. And this is kind of this limey green, which again I was like, I really am going crazy with my colours at the minute, like a lime green. But I love the colour, but I also really love the shape. It's more of that kind of 90s fitted shirt shape that we're seeing at the minute, which curvy girls, can I say, is so going to be so flattering on our bodies. Again, it's going to nip in the waist, and it's just going to give us our bodies some really beautiful structure, which is what I love about this shirt. It's also obviously still got that flowy vibe, which again is something that I gravitate towards. I'll show you how I style this, but I will always leave the bottom few buttons undone, and probably up to kind of the middle section, because that again is just going to draw your eye to the middle of your waist and going to be super flattering. I have this in a size 12, and I definitely, a large, which I think in Mango is a size, yeah it is, it's a size 12. I definitely could have not gone smaller. This is definitely on the cusp of being a little bit too small, especially around the hip area. Around the waist area there's quite a lot of room, but around the hip area, if I wasn't going to leave those buttons undone, I may actually struggle to shut them. But because I'm leaving them undone, it kind of looks fine. But obviously I'll show you how I style it, and I just think this is something different and lovely, and I really want to wear it on vacation, which is kind of why I bought it. So I have 3 final clothing items to show you. Then I have swimwear and shoes and accessories. I didn't actually have many shoes. Then the postman came twice this morning, and now I have 3 pairs of shoes to show you, and they're really beautiful. I'm really excited to show you, actually. They're really, really good ones. But the final clothing pieces are all from All Saints, again very kindly gifted to me, which I'm really excited to show you guys because they are such beautiful pieces. I'm going to take all of these on vacation that I'm going on soon, because to me they're all kind of like super cute vacation pieces. And the first piece are these kind of scalloped edge, hopefully that's what you call it, white shorts. There's quite a few things that I love about these shorts, one of them being that they're like lined. Well, they're not light lined, they're lined, which is so good when you're wearing a pair of white shorts. I'm seeing everywhere, especially because the weather's not great at the minute, kind of an oversized knit with like a really cute pair of shorts like this with kind of a lace or a kind of scalloped edge bottom, which was kind of, when I saw these, that was the vibe that I wanted to go with, because I think that's just going to look so cute. I have these in a 14, and I'm very, very glad I do. as you guys know, I would tend to navigate towards a 14 on the bottom half anyway, because I just don't like things to fit tight, and often the 12 doesn't really fit. I will often need a 14 on the bottom anyway, and I'm very glad I did with these, especially being that the colour that they are, you just don't want this fitting tight across you. It's not going to be flattering, and you're not going to feel, it's just not going to feel comfortable. Take away the flattering element, it's just not going to feel comfortable. And these are such a beautiful quality short as well, and I really don't think for All Saints they're a bad price. I think they were 59, which doesn't seem bad at all, to 69, which doesn't seem bad at all to me for a pair of shorts that you're going to wear year after year. So the next piece is, I'm completely obsessed with it. This is like vacation in a dress to me, and this dress is too good to wear in the day. This is going to be like a nighttime dress to me because I just love it. And this is this beautiful, it's kind of a knit, it's kind of like a crocheted knit, but it's very, very stretchy. And then it has this ring on the front of the dress, this kind of tortoiseshell kind of vibe ring, and it's a maxi length as well, which is so beautiful. I don't know what it is with these kind of sheer dresses, when you wear kind of like, I would wear underneath this like a really high-waisted pair of pants, knickers, and then kind of a bralette. I actually need to probably get some because I don't think I have them in the right colour. I could wear a bikini, but again, I don't really have the right bikini to go underneath this, and I really want the bottoms to be like very high-waisted for multiple reasons. One of the reasons is I had a C-section, I have a mum tum, I have that scar area, so high-waisted was my only way forward. It was my only way forward pre-baby, but it definitely is now. So that's why I kind of want to get, and probably get some quite compressive underwear, just so I feel, sorry, that is my phone. That's my mother messaging me. Just so I feel a little bit more kind of comfortable in this. But these kind of sheer-ish dresses with kind of the underwear underneath is so flattering if you're a curvy girl. I've seen it on so many curvy girls, and it just works every single time. Do not ask me why, it just honestly looks so good. And obviously being All Saints, the quality of this dress is stunning, and again, it's going to be in my wardrobe forever. I have this in a UK 12. This is perfect on me because it's very, very stretchy, so it's not anything that's going to be restrictive or anything that's going to feel kind of tight in a 12. I'll show you how I style it. Again, I don't quite have the right underwear, so I apologise about that. But I'll put this shape of underwear that I would put underneath. It just might not necessarily be the right colour. Then the final piece from All Saints is this beautiful leopard print kind of flowy maxi dress. Now, I think on the website this calls it a cover-up. This is too good of a cover-up for me. So this is going to be an evening dress, and I'm probably going to style it with a belt. I had a little try on earlier, and I think a belt's going to look beautiful with it. One of the things that I love about All Saints is just their kind of eye for detail, and this material is so beautiful because it actually has a little, I'm probably not going to show you very well, it actually says All Saints within the fabric, kind of in little areas on the fabric, which I think is such a beautiful touch, and such a lovely thing from obviously an upper end high street brand, and this is just going to be lovely. You know, when you just want something easy to shove on at night, you can just put this on with a belt and just feel beautiful in it. It has a really lovely split sleeve as well, which I think just gives so many like vacation vibes. Again, curvy girls, a dress like this that you're going to pull in with a belt is so flattering and going to look so beautiful, going to draw your eye to your waist, and just can be such a beautiful dress. And I know I'm just going to love wearing this. I've also seen as well, it's kind of got the All Saints kind of ram's head logo within the material, which I just think is so cool when you see those little details. I have this in a 14, which in a kind of an oversized dress like this I would tend to go a little bit bigger because I know I can belt and bring in that waist. It just works kind of better for me. Next we are on to swimwear, and I'm very excited about the swimwear because it is very good. Now, I recently worked with this brand on my Instagram, and they are called Understatement Underwear. They are about inclusivity, they are about creating underwear and swimwear for brands, for people and women of any size, of any type of body, with curves, without curves, and I just love that about a brand. And they really show that within their social media, they really show that within their marketing, and I think that's really important when you're curvy, to be able to see that on other bodies, on other women, and make you kind of visualize yourself in that swimwear. Swimwear is emotive. Swimwear is hard. It's hard for any woman because I think you can pick holes in yourself in anything you're wearing, especially when you're wearing as little as swimwear. So that's why I'm so excited to show you these pieces, because they really are beautiful. Again, these were, although not part of the ad that I did for Understatement Underwear, they obviously sent me these very kindly to wear when I was on my vacation, but obviously I'm showing you guys on here because I adore them. Now this is a swimsuit. You'll know from my kind of vacation daytime outfit packing video, I love a swimsuit. I had a baby, as I said previously. I'm not that comfortable with my stomach area. I'm just not. So often wearing a swimsuit for me is the way that I feel the best when I'm on vacation. This has a beautiful plunging neckline as well, which I think is so flattering. It has really lovely high legs. Again, something that I always look for in swimwear is more of a high leg. It makes my waist look smaller and kind of draws your attention to that smallest part of your waist. Also, if I wear something that's a bit low-waisted, it tends to like cut into my hip dip area, cut into my kind of love handle area, I guess you would call it, and it's just not flattering at all on me. It elongates your legs wearing a higher leg, so that's something that I always gravitate towards. And this material is beautiful as well. It's almost like a terry toweling. It's almost like not a boucle, that's probably the wrong type of material, but it's almost like a terry toweling, which I think is so beautiful in a swimming costume. Honestly, I think for swimming costumes, I don't replace them that much. I tend to keep the ones that I have for years and wear them for years, and that's why I love these so much, because you just know you're going to get that quality and you're going to keep them in your wardrobe for a long time. Now the next piece is actually a bikini from the brand, and it's a pair of high-waisted bikini bottoms, and then you have a top which is kind of like a triangle top, but the best thing about it is it's like a bra, so it's adjustable at the back, and then you have adjustable straps as well, which are really important when you have a bigger chest and you want to make sure things are fitting you properly, that these straps adjust well. Wow, it is chucking it down that side. Apparently in the UK we have 100 days of rain. Good. Anyway, back to the bikini. So this is, again, I will show it on, which is always a bit daunting on YouTube, but I love doing it for you guys so you can see. I have actually, worth mentioning, that I have the swimsuit and the bikini bottoms in a size large, and I think the bikini top is that's in a large as well, and there's a 12 to 14, and I think I have an double D or an E cup. I actually need to get measured because I'm not sure, but as that size, this fits me really well. I definitely don't want the top any smaller, but it still does fit really well, and I just think as a high-waisted bikini, this is a really beautiful one. Again, it has the higher legs, and I just always will gravitate towards a high-waisted bikini, especially obviously after having a baby and having that quite prominent C-section scar. So finally onto accessories, and I have the most beautiful bag to show you. Now this is from a brand called the Barley Taylor. I have spoken about this brand in my previous video because I have some sandals from them, some dark brown suede sandals that I wear all of the time, and then I also have now this beautiful suede kind of on the oversized side tote bag. I literally adore this. One of the reasons is you can kind of have it on your shoulder like this, but also you can wear it as a crossbody, and for me that is an absolute essential in bags, especially when I have a little girl that I'm running around with and I need to make sure that my bag is kind of secure on me. It's big enough to chuck all of her things in, which again is a must. It's also, this bag has some beautiful details. It has this beautiful kind of like tie here. You can kind of tie the bag together if you don't want it kind of flopping open all the time, because obviously it is a really beautiful suede, and I just think the Barley Taylor is such a beautiful brand. If you haven't heard of them, it's only recently that I found them. They have beautiful items. They do have some clothing items, but they also have bags and they have shoes as well. I've got a pair of shoes from them which I'm going to show you. They also do this in a slightly smaller version in red, which is on pre-order at the minute, which is on my wish list because it is beautiful. So on to the last two pieces in this video, in this what's new in my wardrobe, and these are some beautiful style slip-on shoes from the Barley Tailor again, and I am completely obsessed. As the weather is not great here in the UK, these are going to get so much wear. They are such beautiful quality. I adore the shape of the toe. They're kind of like a clog style, do we say? Is that like an uncool way of describing them? I don't know. I feel like my mum would describe them as a clog, but they're so beautiful, and they just are so flattering on your legs as well. You guys know, and I've spoken about this before, I do not wear any kind of ankle straps around my ankles. For me, it's just not flattering when I carry weight in my legs. I want to elongate them, and these absolutely do that, and they're going to look beautiful with wide leg trousers where you kind of just see the toe, but they're going to look beautiful with a pair of shorts, and also really cool with a pair of socks as well, which I'm really excited to style with, especially as the weather is kind of not boiling hot here at the minute. But yeah, they're a beautiful shoe, and they're just an item that I'm going to get so much wear from, and they're just going to be in my closet for so long, probably until they fall apart. Now the final pair of shoes, I think I have spoken to you guys about this brand before. I'm pretty sure that I have, and these are some beautiful leather kind of flip-flop style shoes from Fit Flop. These were very kindly sent to me, but again, I'm showing you because I absolutely adore them. I don't need to show you, but I want to because I love them. I have another pair of kind of Fit Flop sandals that I got not last year, but it was last year actually, when we went to the south of France for nearly 4 weeks, and I trudged around the south of France in those shoes because there is genuinely no more comfortable sandal than a Fit Flop. And it's the technology that they use, it's the fit that they have that just makes these insanely comfy. And honestly, this is a Fit Flop eye cushion comfort technology. And until you've tried them, you will not believe me about the comfort levels of these shoes. They're the shoes that I put on when I know I'm doing some miles. They're also so comfy for running around with a little child in. And really, you do need that as a mum. So gone are the days of my uncomfortable shoes that I'm kind of, you know, wearing to work or wearing to an office. Now I don't work in an office. These are the type of shoes that I'm going to gravitate towards because I need to be able to walk in them. I need to be comfy, and that's just how it is. And Fit Flop absolutely offer you that. They're also real leather as well, which I think is beautiful. And they have this kind of like padded area here, which I think is such a lovely design detail. And if you want something a bit different, I don't have any kind of neutral sandals, which is why I gravitated towards these. And that is the end of my video. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video of what's new in my wardrobe. Again, I'm not advocating kind of buying new, but I wanted to show you the pieces that I adore, that I know are going to be part of my wardrobe for a very long time. And again, I am absolutely an advocate for having these pieces in your wardrobe a long time. You know they're going to work really well. You know you're going to be able to style them in lots of ways. And if they don't work for you in the end, I always sell my pieces on, or I donate them to charity to make sure that people are kind of getting use out of them, and when maybe for you you didn't need them anymore, or they weren't quite right for you. Everything will be linked in the caption below, and I will be releasing another video next Sunday. I'd like to say I'm prepared enough to know what that is, but I don't know what it is. I need to do some research. I need to work out what you guys want. But do let me know if you want any kind of video on vintage and how I kind of shop for that, what I kind of look for when I'm buying vintage for myself, because I would love to do that. I just don't know if you guys are gonna kind of want that. But let me know if you do. And please like, please subscribe. It all helps me kind of continue doing this. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.